Hey guys, thank you so much for coming. I'm Rachel with Pretty and Plants, and today we're doing part 2 of the house tour. I hope you'll love it. I'm so excited. So I want to talk a tiny bit about the house before I go into the tour. And if you don't want to hear this, then I'll timestamp it. Just a little drink. So when we got married, we moved into a 1-bedroom apartment. We had a baby, moved into a 2-bedroom apartment, had another baby. And so we were in the apartment complex for 5 years and found this piece of property on the internet and made a ridiculously low offer. Here we are in our 30s. We can't even believe we're thinking about building. But at the time, we couldn't find a house that we really wanted. So we kept coming back to this piece of property. And part of it, when I was pregnant, I've always been a sound sleeper, but when I was pregnant, there was a train by the apartment, there was buses, and I wasn't sleeping well, and I thought I was going crazy. So I said, whatever piece of property that we build on, if we decide to build, I need it to be quiet. And so we looked all over the city. There's tons of places you can live in San Antonio. We found this piece of property on the internet, and they said all reasonable offers, and you could tell they didn't even live in the state anymore. This was totally overgrown with brush. You couldn't see the view. And 3 months later, we just felt like this is the piece of property. We offered a little bit more. I guess they really were desperate because they took it. And then when we cleared the brush, we could see that we had this view. Now, we had an idea we had the view because there's a military base behind our house, but then once we cleared the brush and cleared some of the trees and stuff, we could see what we really had. So when we designed the house, my husband is really big on optimizing views. So he made the builder put windows along the entire back of the house, and the place where you see the great big 15-foot by 11-foot window, that window wasn't there. He didn't design that. Our architect was also a builder, which made it very simple for us because as we made changes, he would just draw in the new change. But that was 3 arched windows. And when they came in, Mark was horrified because they had a piece of like aluminum between the top and the bottom. The builder just said, hey, you can't do windows that tall without a break. And so my husband got on the phone, called around town to the commercial window people, and the commercial window people were like, no problem, we can do a 15-foot by 11-foot window. And they did and silicone and all this stuff. Because it's so intense, the light in the morning, we actually have a tinting on that window, and that is why I can put plants so close to the window, because there is a tinting on it to protect our furniture. And so we, are not sunburned if we sit out there in the mornings. I didn't want to do any window coverings because I love the outside coming in, but there is a tinting on that really big window. So if you see plants really close to it, that's why this is kind of relevant. If you see plants sitting right next to the window and not getting sunburned, it's because there is a tinting on the window. This house is, well, it's just totally a supernatural house. When we were building this house, we got, I really believe in the power of prayer and had really prayed for I pray about everything. I mean, everything. Where should I put the kids in school and what should I do next? My dad went to prison at one point. We lost everything. My dad divorced my mom once he got out of prison. Single mom household. She had to sell her last piece of jewelry because we didn't have enough money to pay the light bill. So that was kind of the background we came from. But when I went to college, I just felt like, you know what, I really feel like there's more to life than this, and really turned to God for answers. And at that point, starting in college, starting right when I put my focus on God and started, God teach me how to pray, I felt like instead of getting angry at my dad for everything that he had done and how he had totally lost our inheritance and just all the what I felt like he made us go through, I felt like I was supposed to totally put my focus on God, forgive my dad, and say, okay, God, you're my dad, and show me how to pray. So that was in 1992. It was a very long time ago, and I started taking notes about everything I felt like my dad had lost. And I just started holding those up before God and saying, Lord, I thank you that you're a good father and you restore these things to me. So when we built this house, we did not have the money to build. We had enough money in savings for a piece of property and an architectural plan. This house was a miracle starting from the very beginning. All the toilets came from eBay. This house is not just a house we picked up on the market and we're like, hey, we want that. It's for us, it's a gift from God, and it's a really super natural nest for us. And so anything you see is just, I mean, everything from my sewing room and my creativity room to the balcony were things that were on my prayer list in 1992 and over the years have just come to pass. And it's totally, this house is not something that we, won from the lottery. It's something that I feel like is God, being my father, has given us one room at a time. There are rooms that were empty of furniture for 6 years in this house. That's kind of the backstory of the house. And that is why it's a very, I'm very proud of it. It's a very special place to me because I feel like this is really an answer to prayer. And it's a person, God has taken me from living, day to day, and really we almost could have died when my dad was in prison to where we are today. So anyway, let's get started. I'm really excited about this tour. Part 2, we're gonna start outside in the back. I want y'all to see the back, and then we'll come in the back door and go into my bedroom. See you in a second. That little house, that was our schoolhouse for 7 years while the kids were homeschooling 1st through 5th. We just had a separate little house. We're back here on the back porch with the fountain and all of that stuff. And there's that window. So I'm going to come in this time through the back door to our house. And now you kind of feel oriented. If you didn't see the first video, this is kind of our view from almost everywhere, the kitchen, everything, the bird of paradise. And then I have some propagations there hanging on the wall, which I love. And then I'm going to back up just a little bit slowly with the camera so you can see this tiny little hallway is right outside of our bedroom. And I really wanted the plants to be in this hallway, but it's very dark. So I put this ficus and the superba and thurium and this Dracaena all grouped together with a light fixture from IKEA just plugged into the wall over top of it, because I really love this corner, and I've tried everything. I've tried a table, I've tried all different things, but nothing could really decorate it that well. I want to focus on this wallpaper for just a second. The detail of the flowers and the bumblebee make me so happy. This bathroom is way too dark for plants. I have a couple of little plants in here because we had a party, and I will move plants into here, but it's just too dark for plants. So I cheer myself up in this room by putting a little wallpaper, little cactus hen towel, but it's our just tiny little powder room for when we have people over. Now this is our bedroom, and I'm going to back into the bedroom. Otherwise the lighting is horrible. And our bedroom is a really dark brown. We've had this bed and bedroom set up for 15 years. And these are plants that I kind of, I rotate these out a lot, but I have this canopy bed. So I love to just hang plants on this bed when I don't have another place for them. This plant, I'll put the name on the screen. Sorry, that was really fast. But Outside this window, there's the pool again. We kind of put windows all along the back of the house to face this pool. And then I just have, y'all know I love the fishtail cactus, the rickrack cactus. They just make me so happy. And so I have a fishtail cactus on this little table. This room doesn't get that much light. It's kind of in the morning for a couple of hours and then the light goes away and it's so dark, but plants seem to be okay with that couple of hours of light. And this is I will put the name of this one, Bantam Sensation. This is a brand new Sansevieria as of the last couple years. I love, love, love this one, and I put 2 in the pot. And then on the sides of the tub, I have plants. This is a philodendron emerald green and has done marvelously. I love plants around the tub. That one's a little sad. I think it's actually too dry. I need to give it water. But I love plants around the tub because we do take baths. Either I will bathe or one of the kids will bathe at least a couple of times a week, and that extra moisture and humidity is free. So I try to lump plants around the tub as much as possible and try to do them at different levels. So you'll have this high, this is a tripartitum philodendron, and it's already a tall grower, plus I have it in kind of a tall pot, and then I graduate down, and down below I have, I think it's down below is my philodendron Prince of Orange, which has grown 10 times bigger than it was 6 months ago. I mean, it's done pretty phenomenally. My last poly died, and I'm looking for the perfect one all the way back there. And then again, this shower is free humidity. And so I just stuck this calathea back on this little shower shelf because I really want, every time we take a shower, it gives it some humidity. And I don't want to mist this if at all possible. And then up on these shelves above the toilet, and I'm going to try to fix this, but the Epipremnum monstera, there's a Hoya, and then the Scindapsus pictus. I'm going to try to show you how I hung it. I just kind of have it zip tied on this shelf and hanging down in this planter. I kind of one day just got the idea I wanted it to feel extremely jungly in this space. And then I'm trying to show you kind of, there's those Crimson Princess Hoya. There again is the Monstera epipremnum, one of the first plants I got, and it wasn't doing well. I put it in water. It's getting 2 or 3 new leaves, and this doesn't focus very well, but this is Mark and my first date. We went on a blind date, and he arranged a helicopter because he was so afraid of a blind date. And so I'm trying to arrange the lighting. It just never does focus. So top shelf, I love the bottom one. The top shelf I'm not as happy with. You'll see it coming down, a really failing orchid up there. And then on the left is the Hoya, the string bean Hoya, whatever that one is. I'll put it on the screen. But that shelf could be stuffed with some more plants, which makes me happy okay, so we're halfway through the tour. I hope you're enjoying the tour so far. We're about to go upstairs to my husband's office is up there, and the balcony, and just a little bathroom. There's a couple of kids' bedrooms up there, but I've taken most of the plants out of the kids' bedrooms. I've kind of focused them in just certain areas where I'm happy with the lighting or the humidity. And so hope y'all are enjoying this, and let's go upstairs. Corner. This is another tiny corner, but it looks very bare if I don't have plants in it. So I hung a plant light over this, and it looks like a big plant, but it has such a small root system. I have it kind of seated down in there with just a tiny bit of LECA, and it seems to love the setup. It just unfurled a new leaf, and which is this leaf I'm about to focus in for you on, and And so I'm just kind of gonna let it stay right here under this plant light. There's a Hoya compacta, which got sunburned, and I brought it inside. It's gonna recover in this corner. In this corner is a green Congo. This one is actually in a lechuza planter, and it loves it. Now, I had it kind of further over, like over there, and these windows get really strong sun in the morning, and it was getting too sunburned outside to the balcony. Now, this is our balcony. It's already probably 90 degrees. That side of the balcony, I just have a couple of plants that I need to transfer into LECA. And then right here, I have this plant. Now I have this ladder, which I've had for a long time. See, there's that one. This ladder I've had for a while, and then I just got, y'all saw, I just got this new plant a couple of days ago, and then I have another Hoya, the abovada, the kind of oval. But this is what I wanted to show y'all. Over here, this is my balcony. They get strong morning sun, and then the sun goes away. So over here we have an olive tree, an old man cactus. You know what? Okay, I thought that looked soft. This guy, I noticed, has gotten even more growth. This is my, look at the trunk, guys. It's just getting bigger, bigger, bigger. That's my ponytail palm. This is my Monstera deliciosa. I had 3 or 4, and I put them all in a paint container. See my paint container down there. And staked, kind of tied them together. I wanted it to be in together. But this is the brand new leaf for that one. And there's another new leaf, another new leaf, another new leaf, another new leaf. So this space out here, what I want to, and there's my new Jerry horn. I put LECA just in this is the pot that it came in, and I put this underneath. It's a Jerry horn philodendron, and everything's kind of crammed together because they like to be together. Plants like to be clumped. They provide humidity for one another. This is a Japanese blueberry tree, and it's doing really well. But they get the sun, but there is a screen on this porch. So the screen actually keeps these from sun burning. And plants seem to really, and the humidity out here is really intense. So this is my balcony. It's kind of a work in progress, but I love coming out here in the morning and reading and meditating, and this is that space. All right, guys, so that was the tour. However, I have a couple of bonus plants that I just picked up this week. Went plant shopping. Haven't felt like I've gone plant shopping in a while, and I just have to share. This one was today. Look at her. It's a Philodendron gloriosum, and it is glorious. So it came with 1, 2, 3 leaves and a bonus. Look at my bonus. It has one growing. So that is a new plant for me. Look how pretty. It makes me want to cry. It's so pretty. Okay, so that's that one. And no matter where I put it, it can't really, you can't really see it very well. Unless maybe, sorry Tucker. Yeah, sorry. Ah! Tucker's not gonna have it. Ooh, that's heavy. All right, I'm just gonna put it there for now. It's not in LECA yet. I'm actually a little nervous about putting it in LECA because I have killed a gloriosum before, right at the beginning though, so I would probably be better at it this time. I think I showed y'all this one. I moved it in here. This is a Birkin, philodendron Birkin. These I found at a destination nursery here in Texas. And this one is just the philodendron Florida. It was just a cute little, I don't know if y'all noticed, but I have a thing for philodendrons. And these are, I mean, brand new. I just got some of these. I got another one of these. There it has that leaf, and then look at this tiny, I don't know if you can see. What is that? It's, anyway, that one was kind of cute. And one more philodendron. I think it's a philodendron colocosum. I'm probably butchering it, but it's a philodendron with a long tail, and it just grows long leaves. I cut a leaf off because it was kind of burned. And this one, all of these I will put into LECA except for the gloriosum. I want to make sure it's completely adapted to the environment. But isn't that delicious? If y'all come to San Antonio, let me know, and I will tell you all of the good places to buy plants. I hope y'all enjoyed that tour. Comment down below if there are some plants you'd like to see in my collection, and I will try to get my hands on them. Also, I am going to, one idea I had was to do a clutter tour. So this tour was the pretty tour, where you get to see all the pretty plants and the fruit of my labor from putting plants out of dirt into LECA. However, I kind of would like to do a clutter tour where I show you where I keep my pots and supplies and all that stuff. So if you'd like to see a clutter tour, definitely let me know if you like that idea, and I can show you kind of where I hide things, because I think y'all noticed I'm actually kind of a minimalist. I like everything to have its place. And so even if there's too many plants on a shelf, I will give plants away pretty readily. And everything has to have its place. So hiding plant clutter is one of my big goals. And it's taken me a while to figure out where the LECA is going to go and where the vulcanite goes. And we'll even go around the outside of the house, because I found a really good hiding place by the air conditioning unit. So stay tuned. It's going to be awesome. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Love you guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.